Let me tell you a little story. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and I saw a notification. I had been tagged, or what's it, pinged in Discord for the server for a game, Allumeria, that I've been wanting to make a video on for months now. And that ping says, whoops, Microsoft took down our Steam page because they said that it was infringing on Minecraft copyrights. So that's neat. The version that I have here is, as you can see, Allumeria Alpha 0.11.6. That's not the most recent version. This is the Steam playtest version. I have been moving and didn't have a chance to download the new demo version that came out like a week or two ago. And now I can't download that at all because Microsoft presumably used an automatic AI DMCA takedown request to take this game down. So that's fun. Anyway, I have only played a couple hours of this game because I played that much and I was like, oh my goodness, this game is really fun. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of cool first experiences with this and I want to record them. So yeah, hello Bingus. I'm Chondo and I'm angry Chondo. This is an absolutely absurd situation and I cannot believe that the developer of this game is having to go through this right now. I know I don't have much of a platform here on BC at 3, but I figured that it would be doing some good if I finally made that video that I was wanting to make for months and showed off this very alluring little project called Allumeria. So it has a sort of Terraria system in which you have characters and you have worlds. I'm not gonna turn that one on. We're gonna make a new character. We're gonna call it Grrr, because I'm angry. We're gonna make a new world and we're gonna call it, it's called Apartment of Villains. So I'm gonna just keep the name the same. All right, we have spawned in. This is the world of Allumeria. So this video is going to be serving a couple of purposes here today. One, I really wanted to help get the word out about, look at this little guy, about this game and what is currently going on with it. I know there's people with larger platforms that are going to do a more effective job at it, but I feel like I would be doing a disservice. I felt like I owed it to this project because it is just so cool. And then this video is also going to serve the purpose of catching this channel up to kind of present day. It is 2026. That is crazy. So I'll try to get that stuff out of the way first because I know it's not going to be that interesting if anybody's here, you know, wanting to actually hear about the game. So let's just do a quick speed round of where I've been. Hello, Bingus, I'm Chondo. Again, I'm still Chondo, and I'm hoping you're still Bingus. It's been a minute, so I don't know. This little thing is pushing me around. I have a new job. I have a new car. I have a new computer. I moved. It's been a busy year, and I was really trying to get something out for Christmas. I had finally finished up my intro that I was working on. At least I got to a point that I was happy with. And then I got sick like 4 times this winter, so that wasn't gonna happen. I was gonna sound very grody. But yeah, basically, you know, now that things are kind of evening out, I hope to be making videos here again soon. You know, right now it's probably just going to look like second channel BC at 3 stuff with a little bit of a rebrand. If I, you know, can toot my own horn a little bit, I think it looks pretty good. But admittedly, I am out of the game. I don't know if this recording is going to go as well as they usually do. I feel like my keyboard is very loud because yeah, I also got a new keyboard since my last video. But I'm going to try what I can with with all the audio and everything to make sure that it all sounds good, but just bear with me a little bit if things are a little bit rough getting back in the swing of things here. All right, before we get into the gameplay loop, I have to figure out if there was anything else I needed to say. The audio might sound a little different. The setup is totally different. I have the door open because I have a clingy cat now, and I want to make sure that she can get inside if she wants to. All in all, I've missed making videos. I'm excited to play Allumeria. Alrighty, so now we can go ahead and start this main gameplay loop, and it's been a minute, but I think it's pretty familiar here. Yeah, we just go ahead and make a pickaxe. I'm gonna wait to make a sword because I always try and make sure I've got Oh wait, I guess in this it would probably be better off to... I don't know if there is stone tools, so I'm gonna... Oh wait, there's no shovel either. The pickaxe is the shovel, which is just some more Terraria influence. I can't remember if I've said it, but this game is inspired by Terraria. And so... Oh my god, it's killing me. No, no, I didn't want this. I didn't... Oh... Oh no, I didn't want for this to happen. This game is inspired by Terraria and some other game called Minecraft that, I don't know, I guess is sort of foundational in this foray of voxel-based survival and crafting games. Now, I'm going to be honest, Allumeria has a lot of features that I really wish Minecraft had. That is cotton candy. Well, that's nice. For one of them, and we won't see this right now, but this game has colored lighting. I cannot tell you how many little like mod pack projects I've started where I just try to figure out like an effective way to do colored lighting, and it never works because the Minecraft Java's lighting system is bad. I think it's bad. I'm not necessarily a developer, but I've heard that it's not great. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we can make stone tools. Buttons, pressure plates, small pressure plates, a switch, maybe a lever, a basic rod used to catch fish, and a rock. I can make a rock. Can I make anything with rock? No. And I'm sure this game also has a lot of other really cool features, but unfortunately, I don't get to see a lot of those because Steam took down the updated demo before I could install it. So I very briefly mentioned earlier that it is presumably, or it was presumably, an automated AI taking down of Allumeria. This is a boar. That's a boar. I have been on YouTube for a long time, whether that's watching content or making content, and I understand how automated content takedowns go. They're not good, and they happen a whole lot. And when it's something like a video, that's one thing. You know, videos take forever to make. They are passion projects. They take so much longer than you would think if you've never made a video. And generally, I feel like those kind of takedowns have slowed down in the past few years. But this is an entire game. Like, this is hundreds, if not thousands of hours of labor pouring in to make something just to make people happy. And it's also free currently because it's only a demo and a playtest. And it's extremely frustrating that something this monumental, something that takes this much time, can just be shot down because an automated system with presumably little to no human interference decided that it was infringing on some copyright. Now, I don't know if you noticed, yes, this game does bear some similarities to Minecraft, but throughout this entire video, you're going to notice one thing. There's no creepers. There's no textures from Minecraft. There are no sounds from Minecraft. There are fundamental aspects of this game that are generally different and things that other voxel games also do. And like Hytale just released. Why was it Hytale taken down with an automatic? I don't want it to be, but like it's just, what is the standard there? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's just frustrating. And I'm trying not to let it distract me too much to actually play this game because I've really wanted to play this game for months now, but I just can't get over how insulting this is. Just everything here is just such an insult to someone's personal project. And I don't want this whole video to be negative. I don't want it to be negative at all. I'm very excited to play this, but it's very frustrating and I want to get some word out about this game. I know other people are going to do it as well. And I'm very happy to see that, but yeah. So I'm just going throughout this the way that I would go throughout Minecraft currently. And I don't know if that is necessarily the correct thing to do or not. I'm just kind of strip mining here, but I think I'm actually going to try and go find somewhat of a cave entrance. And I'm also going to I'm going to get geared up a little bit. One thing you'll notice is that this game has a lot of hotbar slots. I kind of didn't realize that the first time I played this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, minus and plus. That's cool. Can I feed this thing or something? I don't want to hurt it. I'm gonna end up hurting it on accident. I don't want to do that. I have some blueberries I can eat to restore my health. Oh wait, what's that? I snack. Yeah, a snack, tiny boost of stats. Okay, so that didn't restore. Oh, I can eat so many things. Oh wait, this one? Recently healed, you must wait a moment before you can heal again. And that is some Terraria influence there. I am gonna get away from these things because they are nudging me around and I don't want them to be around anymore and I don't want to make that happen myself. I'm gonna explore this little structure. I'm not sure what this is. Hey, if you ever played Minecraft, this is quite a familiar little bug there. Oh, look, it has water logging. Well, that's neat. I like that little sound effect too. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I have a feeling there's good. Oh, maybe monsters. That's like a wizard guy. Hold on. I'm gonna try and do this as smart as I can. Oh, there's another guy over there. Okay, so my thinking is that oh, he won't like. Can he peek? Oh no. You can block with swords. Goated. The game is goated. Oh, these aren't breakable. Okay, sorry. I know this is probably an extremely frustrating way to play the game. I'm gonna see if I can just take this guy. Dude, he's not even attacking me. Bro. He didn't stand a chance. He just disintegrated. Is it some kind of crate? Whoa. Iron ore. And I got some more torches. And then you see there's a bunch of extra slots in here. And an alpha shop will be removed when NPCs are added. I wonder if NPCs have been added yet. I don't know because I can't play the most recent version of the game. Oh, and there's a skeleton. Are they melee? Yeah, they're melee here. Okay. There's also currency. What is this little freak? Little freak. Is it his skull? Okay. Oh, I love this lighting system. Like, look at this. I want this lamp. I want colored lighting wherever I go. Wait, is it dynamic lighting? Oh my goodness. Dynamic colored lighting. They figured it out. Mojang or Microsoft or whoever you want to get mad at, they said that it could never be done. I'm making a straw man out of them to prove my point. They said it could never be done. They said they have no idea how to do it. And here it is. I feel as though I'm going to perish because there's a lot of enemies in here that which is a detail I was not privy to. Hold on, wait. These guys are nothing. What's that, a little snowball? They drop a snowball? They did drop a snowball. Wait, I want to use these on the guy over there that's like... Won't they do any damage? Ooh. Ow. I don't have healing. I probably should not be trying to do this as brazenly. I was just I was poisoned. The screen shake effect's a bit much. I could do without that, please. I don't know if that was intended. Okay, but I do like that I keep our stuff. I did not turn on keep inventory or anything. That looks like another one of the structures I was at, unless it... No, because this is the one that I was at, right? I didn't really leave anything down there, and I don't think that I'm really equipped to handle it, so I'm not gonna go back into that cotton plant. Okay. I like that I like that ores are full blocks. I've always wanted to see if there's a texture pack for Minecraft that does that just kind of mimics Terraria in that way. Whoa, hold on. What's down here? Does sand fall? I guess not, unless it just doesn't update. Okay, there's a crate. Oh, we found a cave. We found a cave. I want to set up shop here. What is that? A health potion. Okay, so yeah, I like the little cave. I love the dark colors in here. This is so cool. I wish Minecraft looked like this so badly. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I just heard another skeleton as well. Oh, there's some ore? What kind of ore is that? What kind of ore is this? This is a copper ore. I can't reach that one. Wait, can you? You can do that. Yay. So how's everybody been this whole time? I haven't really checked in a while. I have been pursuing creative projects while I've been gone. I started working on one of my games again, which it's been fun, but I haven't worked on it in a few weeks because, again, we have been moving. But that's been fun. It's been a personal project that I can put some time into, but it's weird because with YouTube, I'm used to kind of like doing a personal project and then everybody gets to see it because I post a video. And obviously that's not happening with a game that isn't released and may not ever release. But, you know, it's still just, it's fun. It's been a nice time sink, I guess, while I'm looking for ways to be creative. Oh, that's floating. You see, and that's why I gotta get the update. So I like whatever that is. I don't like whatever that is. I like glowing stuff. I like glowing stuff in caves. If you want to sell me on a game, you just have to have colored lighting and glowing mushrooms, which is why I like Terraria very much. I think I may need to use my health potion. How much does this heal? 2.5. Okay, that's not bad. I've also been playing a mighty lot of Clover Pit. I was extremely addicted to Balatro when it first came out, and Clover Pit has kind of been like a new version of that for me, where I just kind of can't stop playing it. I kind of took a minute to play it too. Like the game came out months and months and months ago, and then they released it on mobile, and then I finally gave it a shot, and that is a spike trap. I know for a fact that that is what that is. We can try to trick some creatures with that. Oh my goodness, or some creatures can trick me. Okay, so we're gonna make a very haphazard trap of some. What is that? A dungeon? It's a mine shaft. Oh, I didn't know these were in here. I want to go to friggin' mine shaft, bro. I'm trying to think. I really want to like show off these spikes and like trap them. So ooh, okay, there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Oh wait, this will be a good spot to do it. So like, if I close off their pathfinding here and funnel them, I don't know if this is probably not going to be worth it, like in the slightest. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I know there's one right there. Okay, let's see how this works. Hey, he took 1 damage. And then he didn't take any more damage. Is it still there? The spikes are still there. That kind of reminds me of Core Keeper, which is another game that I had a brief addiction to earlier this year. That game is very good, and by earlier this year, I mean last year. I have not adjusted to the fact that it is a new year yet. Also, I'm going to try and... Oh, these are also ranged. It's interesting that this isn't consumable. The rocks aren't consumable, but the... Oh, wait, maybe because you have to have something to launch them. Maybe there's a slingshot in the game? Whoa! The snowballs trigger the spikes? That's cool. I feel like that's a lot of opportunity for cool little mechanisms. I can imagine a Rube Goldberg machine forming in my mind. I tend to think of most things in the form of Rube Goldberg machines. Okay, there's a whole lot of creatures down here, and I don't feel like I've made any noteworthy progress, so I think I might just retreat. Actually, here's another little thing to explore. That was a big fall. There is what I presume is some iron ore right there, but I wouldn't be surprised if I need... Oh no, I can go ahead and mine it. I was gonna say I might need copper, but it looks like I'm just fine to mine it right here with my terrible, awful flint tools. Now, I don't know how much of either of these I need. I have 36 copper ore. I know that the game's furnace system is a little closer to Terraria's than Minecraft. I can't remember in what ways exactly. It looks like we are about to find out, because... Oh yeah, look. Oh yeah, it's just 3 to a... Okay, that makes sense. And then there's a decoration station and then the alpha shop. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out to see what I am... Let's see if there's anything I'm missing. Wallpaper, paint roller. I feel like I just heard something, so I'm gonna heal him. Yep, I knew it. A little freaky little... He's got a little jig going on. It's kind of smooth with it, but unfortunately, there's only one smooth little freak in this town, and you're watching a YouTube video by him. All right, and there's also a chest. Ooh, a bow. Okay, an iron bow too. So I'm assuming this has sort of Terraria progression with the ranged weapons, where they just kind of progress with the ores. Hello? Oh my goodness. I wonder if that does more damage or just increases the range. Because in Minecraft, I think it's like both, right? Oh, I don't ever use bows in Minecraft. I have played a little bit of Minecraft here recently. Oh, I'm out of arrows. I tried to... Everyone's talking about these Minecraft horror mods. Now, I think the question we should all be asking is, can Minecraft be made scary? I kind of think the answer is no. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of... This has like everything. A potion station? That's neat. I think a lot of the horror and horror adjacent mods that people make are very neat. I don't think any of them are scary. I don't know if that's just a personal thing. I know it's kind of, that is cool. That is somewhat of a bed. I don't know if it's a personal thing. I kind of wish I could be scared by a Minecraft mod because I think that that sounds fun and that's neat. And that's not the usual way I interact with a game. I just don't think it can happen. I tried a lot of different ones. And again, like there's some cool things, but I feel like I'm the Grinch of Minecraft horror mods. But I don't know. Some of them were kind of funny, but they, you know, that's not really what it's going for. I will say, and I think I have a screenshot to back this up. There was one that added a bunch of creepy faces. And it wasn't, I didn't really find it scary. It was like a little interesting because it would like kind of lock your cursor on the creepy faces. But I was running a server and we were about to hop off for the night, and out of nowhere the person I'm playing with just sees a giant face like descend from the sky. And that's not how the faces work in this mod. They just pop up and then go away. This one descended from the sky and had a 2-frame talking animation, and it was the Spirit of the Harvest Moon from freaking Courage the Cowardly Dog, which I can't even like show a clip of because I definitely get copyright strike. But like it was like midnight and I played Minecraft for like 6 hours. I can't. He asked for beetroot. I can't even like, I didn't know how to process it in the moment, and I'm still just kind of astounded with it now. It wasn't scary. Like, it was the best thing I've ever seen in Minecraft, like without a doubt. Anyway, we are going to make see, it says pickaxe 2, axe 2. This one is also just pickaxe 2. So maybe it's like a little bit faster, but I think it would be at the same harvest level. So I'm not sure I would want the copper tools for. I'll tell you what though, I think I am gonna make some arrows just to have a ranged attack. And can I shoot darts with this? Or are these, oh wait, I can throw these. Okay, so I need to like make a little peeking platform. Here we go. Ooh. It's the hitbox of the block, right? Oh, it poisons him. There's another guy over there. Oh, these have a super short trajectory though, and I'm all out. Okay, I'm gonna use these arrows. That's reinforced arrows, which I assume are gonna be copper arrows. I'm not sure. There's kind of like a lot of enemies. And then I'm gonna actually take all of these workstations so that I don't have to make more. And then, yeah, that was gonna say that's a crate, and there's a slingshot, so I could shoot rocks, but it is just worse than my bow. So I don't know about that. I'm gonna try, and there's just so many. Oh, yeah, I had cultivated a lot of creepy crawlies in that little spot right there. This cannot be, there's too many monsters. I can't really navigate properly. Oh no. Okay, and let's get out of here. I kind of led them all astray, and now I am dead. I figured that was going to happen, but luckily I keep my inventory, and it seems like the screen isn't shaking this time, so I assume that was just a bug of some sort. I guess I can like set up a little house now. The building mechanics in this game are, and this may be controversial, from what I've seen, I think they're just flat out better than Minecraft. Let me try to illustrate why I say that. Let's make some planks. And then when I hover over the planks, you see in the bottom right corner, where I'm hovering over where it's gonna be, change shape. Well, what does that mean? Oh my goodness. This is incredible. So instead of having a bunch of different blocks to take up inventory space, which is already an increased inventory space or size from regular Minecraft, might I add, you don't even have to have it flooded with a bunch of different forms of the same block. I don't understand why Minecraft has not done something similar. I think there are so many achievable ways to solve the inventory problem in Minecraft, and I don't think they're ever going to make any meaningful progress towards it. And I think part of that is that they don't want to rip off or be accused of ripping off mods that do exist. I feel like backpacks actually fit very well in Minecraft, especially with the inventory system as it persists. But I don't think Mojang would ever add backpacks because it is such a prominent modded feature, and I think they don't want a bunch of people accusing them of stealing. And I think that is a smart choice. I think it's one that is annoying. It is entirely speculative. I also want to make this part clear. With everything happening with the DMCA takedown of Allumeria, I do not blame Mojang for this one bit. I do not believe that there is a group of developers over at Mojang that spends their time looking for small indie projects to take down. This was Microsoft, and whether it was an automated or manual decision, it was Microsoft's decision, and it's their doing. So getting back to the topic of building, there's floors, and I like these because I don't have to go and break the dirt that this all sits on. I'm kind of think I'll make a little tiled floor pattern here, and then also make some more. I have a lot of birch planks. So there's also a lot more to this game than I can fit into one video. So I would not mind to play more of this after this video is said and done, because I just really want to see more of everything going on here. And this little guy is gonna get on my nerves. Everyone, close your eyes for a second. I'm gonna hit a sick clip on this creature here. Okay, I'm gonna set my spawn. Yo, this is kind of like what Crying Obsidian was originally going to be used for, like an actual block instead of like a bed. That's interesting. I like that. And then is this anything? This is mighty close to my house. If there's a good cave system, might be worth exploring or kind of making a little entrance to. Kind of nervous because I've seen that the underground is just kind of really tough. Okay, but everything looks okay. I wonder if the same rules apply if it's just like darkness spawns enemies or what. Because if that's the case, I should be lighting all of this up a little bit more diligently than I am. I really like these guys, these little like golem guys. Something I wonder a lot, and I just think about Minecraft too much. I always wonder, like, what is a monster they could add that would like fit Minecraft's archetypes? Because like they have zombies, spiders, skeletons, creepers mainly. Like if we're thinking about just like kind of beta, they've kind of got like all the classic tropes there. I don't know, maybe like like a vampire or something. I'm sorry. What is this? Is the effect coming from the torches or is it coming from something else? I don't... Am I missing something else? I don't understand what this is. I like those torches. I like the red lighting. Oh. Is this something that I want to get away from before it turns night? Because I don't know what's happening here. Is it coming from... It has to just be coming from the torches. Do you see that? There's like there's several pairs of eyes everywhere. Okay. That's fun. I'm gonna go back to my house. Okay, I thought that guy was like a little gremlin. That's just like a regular guy. A regular little freak guy. I'm very intrigued by that. I don't know. I don't know much about this game. Like, other than the couple hours that I played on my own that day, I don't have any experience with this game. I have not... Oh, that's interesting. I guess you have to break the block if you... I have not like read up on the wiki. I've never watched anybody else's videos. This game, I know there have been a few. That's a zombie. That's the first time I've seen a zombie in this game, actually. It looks like Terraria. Like the texturing, like the look of the zombie looks so much like Terraria to me. And I wonder if he drops anything. He just drops the coins. Okay. I could really use those last couple pieces of flooring, unless I just want to go ahead and place down like some of this stuff. Okay, and then potion station, and then a chest, and then there's also a sponge, which is interesting. I don't know if that's to clean up water or maybe to get like paint off of things, because I do know there's a sort of like paint system in this. Which was that included in here? Yes, it was. Okay. Paint roller, earthy palette. Paint roller. I need a better sword desperately, because it is taking way too many hits to kill these guys. I just need to go ahead and build a wall. This is not looking good. I'm gonna try these panels. Oh, these are like panes. Interesting. So I will just want to stay to the regular blocks then. But presumably, like, most building blocks have all these different forms, which I think is very neat, and it is such a smart way to deal with the potential clutter that comes with this kind of building system of different shapes. Okay, I don't even need a door right now because I'm just so concerned with stopping the enemies from coming into my house. Oh, goodness. So while I do like these flooring blocks, I think it would be smarter to have done this in the other way, where I just use full blocks for the ground, because now I have to break and replace blocks as I have to place things on the floor. Oh, that's gonna be irritating. I missed the one block there. Okay, and then I'm wondering, so this is the slab. You can place these like that. You cannot place flooring upside down. Gotcha. That is interesting. I guess it makes sense. That's a little quirky. Can you... Yeah, so slabs always just get placed on top of each other, which I guess does make sense with this building system. That is interesting. I wouldn't have assumed that it does that, I guess. Alright, I feel safe in here. I also feel very stuck in here because I don't have a door. Makes a spot for a door. That is not how I intended to place that, but for now, it will be just fine. And then, oh, see that's, oh my goodness, he hit me through the door. I need to, help. I need to lower this block because that can happen. So you spawn on top of it, which is good to know. And then this house is not centered, so I'm not going to worry about centering that. And then let me place this here, and that is another instance where I forgot to change the block over. There we go. So that's just one of those things I think will take some getting used to. Okay, how much more damage does the copper sword do than the flint sword? So it does 1 more damage. It blocks 1 more. It's slightly faster, and it has a higher knockback. but I'm almost wondering if it would just be, if I'd be better off skipping to iron and using my copper just for armor, because I need kind of a lot to make this armor. Each piece is 9. So I'm gonna start making that. And also, I'm not sure if there's a way to go in third person. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no way to go in third person, but I did just notice something kind of crazy, if this is true. Oh my gosh, you can, it has like just enough items. That is so cool. That's just built in, huh? Okay. Can I use the bow for anything? No. Can I use the flint sword for anything? No. Sapling. Here's gold. Used to make... Oh, forest ingot. What is that? Everything bagel? That's neat. I like that. A launch pad. I don't even know where I got gold. I guess I maybe got it from a crate. What about... Yeah, I want to know what I can do with this. Just sticky torches. And then those are interesting. I have seen those in the, like, one trailer I saw for this game. So I do want to try and use those. Oh, and you can make potions with... Is that an iron ore and a mushroom or a blueberry? What about a sponge? Nothing. What about glowworms? What about glowing mushroom? Potion of poison. Gotcha. Okay, well that's neat. I did not know that that was a feature in this. I like that very much. And a sprinkler, I guess if you want to automatically water plants. So then this probably doesn't have like Minecraft style, dig in Minecraft style. This probably does not have Minecraft's mechanic where you just water something with a very loose irrigation system. This, I assume this is more like Stardew, where you have to go and visit and you have to like keep things watered. Okay, I am currently trying to break this block, but I'm damaging an enemy that is behind it. And that is going to be our lovely centered door and our lovely extra window that does not even line up with the other window. So I can't break any blocks while I have the sword equipped. So I can just, I'm pretty sure they can hit me through this too. So it's not really that safe. I think... Bro, no shot. Okay, so I did a silly thing. I've been talking into the wrong side of the mic this whole time. Oh my god. I cannot be this out of practice, bro. That's embarrassing. So yeah, the audio is gonna use some tinkering there. I hope it's fine. It should be fine. But that is very funny. It's a little quirky. Hope you guys like the video. Okay, and obviously I need to fix this block. So what is there to do now in this game? I honestly am not sure because, again, I am not familiar with the progression here. I do know that I can go ahead and get copper gear, which I assume is just what I'm going to do next because I need some armor. Everything here does a lot of damage and there's a lot of monsters. So I'm going to try and get that done here. Okay, and I'm trying to think. I'll need 10 more copper bars, which is going to be 30 ore. So I should be almost good here. And I'm also well aware that at this stage in progression I'm in, you cannot see a lot of what makes this game unique and what I am so interested in it for. And for that, I'm going to direct you to the trailers for this game because that is what sold me on it originally. And they're a lot more exciting and there's like actually stuff kind of going on in them. Instead of me just kind of aimlessly wondering because I don't know what's going on and I can't even record a video properly. I don't know how to work a microphone that I've used for the last 4 years. I'm good on copper right now, but obviously if I can get more, I'm going to. And I'm not sure what that was I just picked up. I think it was just planks. Have these crates been dropping planks this whole time? I would also assume there's a way to increase your max health in this. Just because my health is so low. And I should probably use the health potions I have instead of just letting them sit in my inventory for no reason. You guys been playing TF2 Classified? That's been kind of fun, right? I am not good at it, nor am I good at regular TF2, but it's fun. There's a cool sniper rifle that, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at, but it's probably just one of those weapons that, like, everyone else that's actually good at the game probably says it doesn't take any skill to, like, play with it, so I just kind of feel bad about it. That's... But I like it, it's fun, and here's a deer. Leaves didn't break there. This is the slingshot. Can I damage myself? Oh, come on. Come on, let me get myself a concussion with a rock. Okay, time to make some armor. All right, yes, that is enough copper to go ahead and make the last 2 pieces there. And now I have 3 defense. As far as I can tell, there's not like set bonus or anything for this. But there's also so many other inventory slots here. I don't know what those are for yet. Oh, this has elevators? I want that. That's so cool. Yeah, so these are things that are eventually going to be sold by NPCs, which is very interesting. I like the idea of putting NPCs in a game like this. And then there's also the decoration station. I want to see what this thing can do. Whoa. Okay, so the move is kind of to get cotton to make all of this stuff. And you make stone bricks? I make myself like a little path out here. Oh, this is so cool. Hold on. I actually have like a whole plan. Sick. Okay, and then like I'm also thinking that like in a couple spots here, you can go here and then place these as full blocks. Or floors that are just on a different level. Yeah, see? Okay, that's cool. I like that. And then rocks are not placeable, but flint is. So you can make little like pebbles and stuff. Okay, that's cool. That is actually really neat. Sorry, I went silent because I locked into building way more than I thought I would, which is pretty funny considering that my house is maybe the ugliest thing I've ever made. But like, I don't know. When I saw the different like stone variants, I just kind of thought about like, there's so many different possibilities with all these different shapes that you have. And oh wait, a thick, you can do, hold on. Okay, cool. I like that. And I wonder if I can paint the lamps. You can turn them on and off. Now, I don't really think the lamps work with this exact shape I'm going for here. Maybe like some jack-o'-lanterns if they're in this, or those lanterns over there. Actually, I want to go with those lanterns. I want those lanterns. Yeah, because I don't know how to craft these, but I guess I could find out, right? Oh, you can't. Okay. Interesting. And then these don't actually have collision, which is also neat. Doesn't really change the way I'm planning to use them or anything, but as far as I can tell, I don't know if I'm just missing it. There's no like sprint button or anything, which is fine, but it would make escaping from these critters quite a little bit easier. So I also don't know if these specifically are going. Oh wait. Oh well, yeah. See, there's kind of like a gap there. So I guess if nothing else, I could do hanging lamps. If I were to do a little bit of this, and then I wonder if with the, you can, hold on, watch this. There we go. That's something. It's not like the best thing I've ever seen, because I don't really know a lot of what I'm doing, but I like that a lot more than I liked it the first time. It's cool. And then I wonder, yeah, it has that, so I can go ahead and finish those off. Okay, that's actually, that's cool. But then now I'm also thinking that these would look better if I just kept the little logs here, and they do. But hear me out. What if under these, I put some stone bricks, and I'm still in fence mode, so let's change that. Now that's cool. That is so cool. I like that a lot. And I also saw, I want to try out some of these paints, but I don't know if I have enough for them. Let's see. it's just 1 silver, but then this one's 10 silver. So I'm going to use this. This just says paint roller. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. So certain things are affected by paint differently. That is what I'm getting from the... No, wait, hold on. What if I, like... Some of these were darker? And then you can, like... make parts of it look worn? Dude, that's so cool. Hold on. Okay, and then can you paint torches to get, like, different color torches? Okay, it's a little... Oh, wait, no, I was on, like, gray. That is so cool. Hold on, wait, if I paint both of these... No, see, because I think the light in here... I just painted my top half of my door. No, 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 no. Hold on, wait, remove, remove, remove. Okay, I'm wondering if the light that I have in here is making the light I have out there... Oh, yeah, see? Because now my wall is teal, but look, I can... Now that I painted these ones red, the color actually, like, comes through. So now if I paint these turquoise... Okay, it looks like they're still red. So I think with the light blocks specifically, it follows a bit of a different set of rules. Because the torches you can paint very easily, and then they come through, like, fully. But these dungeon lamps, and maybe them not having collision is evidence that they're not, like, finalized in this version. Maybe more paint support will come later. But I did have that blue lamp earlier that was really cool. Also, this is a small thing, but your character isn't exactly 2 blocks high, so I can step up from this. That is very convenient. I want to see if these lamps can be... That was like the main thing. I wanted to see if these lamps could be colored. Can I make a... I can make a table! And then I can make some chairs. Okay, so I'm going to do is... Oh, yeah, that... I really should have used the flooring in here. That messes a lot of stuff up. I was kind of hoping that the chairs would connect. I didn't have much reason to believe they would, but just kind of wishful thinking. So I wonder if I place the lamps on here and then... Okay. So it's like halfway the effect that I was looking for there. Okay, that's actually so cool. I have said this for a while. If you add colored lighting to a game, there is the chance that I play it and enjoy it is multiplied by a good 20. It is one of my favorite features any game can add. It's one of the reasons I latched onto Terraria so quick, like 10 years ago. I love it so much. And then it looks like the full blocks, their paint support is just much better. Can I paint my... You can paint it a little bit, but like it doesn't have... The variants aren't like all there, which I get it a little bit. Like I painted my glass, like everything looks like my building looks terrible, but I am having the absolute time of my life. So that's interesting that now this cloth, you can color this cloth, but I'm wondering if that just like automatically places down it like painted, or if it's like a separate thing. See, there's also white torch. Okay, well now I'm confused. Why can I specifically make a white torch? Is that maybe it's just for people who want more even lighting? Maybe it's just like a convenience thing. Interesting. See, because the torches are so much brighter than the dungeon lanterns, I think. So it kind of overtakes everything else. And now I'm realizing that like painting the floor meant nothing because, or tiling the floor meant nothing because I can just paint it. I can just paint everything. This, oh man, I am definitely going to play more of this, and this is going to change the way I think about everything. Okay, and then you can even paint the white torches, but they that's so interesting. I'm going to paint everything in here turquoise just to see what happens. I just want to see what everything looks like if it's turquoise. Can I paint enemies? Hold on. I have to figure this out. Did he get painted? I can't tell. I don't think you can paint enemies. but what if you can? I can paint grass. You guys give me too much stuff to paint. I'm just gonna be painting everything all the time. You should have never given me a feature like this. Are you kidding me? Can I paint like bushes? You can paint just random bushes? I can paint coal ore. I can paint the trees. Dude. Oh man, this is way too much like creative freedom. Wait, I could paint this flint to look more like the stone here. Maybe just like a little bit. I'm dead. I don't even care. I'm having so much fun. Okay, so here's the situation. I am having a very good time playing this, and I think I'm just gonna make a series on it at this point because there's clearly so much more that I have not seen yet, and I want to do this game like actual. I don't want to do the game a disservice by just building the ugliest house I could imagine and then painting it all turquoise for some reason. And I'm going to be extremely frustrated if I do not get the chance to play the Steam demo soon. And I'm really wishing that I just had the foresight to just go ahead and download it. But to be honest, I wasn't sure if it was much different from the playtest that I already had installed, or if it was the same thing, or it was different, and it was better, and now I don't have it. And I think, and I could be wrong, I think that playtest even had like early multiplayer support. I really want to say like, hey, go play this game, but you can't. And that's extremely, extremely frustrating. There's just so much potential here. Like, the more like RPG-ish mechanics with well, it's very light RPG. It's like the health potions and stuff like Terraria. It's just like this little stuff like that just ends up making the combat so much more interesting. And that, if I had one complaint with the game right now, it is that the combat is just not very I guess engaging would be the right word. I can paint the painting. And I don't know if that's just because of the stage I'm at in the game. I feel like there's probably a lot more like really cool weapons to discover in this game, but I just haven't yet. There's also a whole fishing system. I didn't even get to, I'm gonna fish while I'm wrapping this up. Yeah, so far the combat was, I don't know, it wasn't the most engaging thing, but neither is like Minecraft's, to be honest. But like I said, that could just be the stage at where I'm at in the game. Enemies just have a lot of health, and I have a not very good sword, and I could have made a better one, and I didn't, so that could just be on me. But like with everything with the, am I gonna catch a fish without bait? I don't know. The progression system so far to me looks, what was that? It looks very interesting. I like the Terraria approach where there is no like coal used as a fuel source. Really just kind of lets you play the game more at your pace, I guess. In Minecraft, you know, there's a lot of waiting. I don't understand that fishing mechanic yet. There's a lot of waiting for things to smelt and stuff, and that's just not very fun. But I think that's also just a very personal thing. I don't like farming in games because it just takes a very long time. I played like 40 hours of Stardew Valley and farmed hardly ever. I mostly just went in the mines and kept dying and had people rescue me at midnight, or I think that's what happens in that game. But I'm also exceptionally impressed by how much potential there is to this game for building, when there honestly, like, there's not that many changes made to what you would expect out of a regular voxel like survival based game. It's just that, you know, different block shapes have been consolidated and you can paint like everything. It's two very simple things. And like, honestly, you know what? That's Terraria. That literally is just Terraria with like the hammer. I'm doing something wrong, man. That's Terraria with the hammer and the paintbrush. It worked there very well. People build some crazy stuff in Terraria. And it's crazy how well that works here. I want to paint the water. I want to paint the water. I want to fish on green sand. I'm fishing on green sand. But I cut my arm and now I bled on the sand. I will figure out this fishing mechanic. I have to. I like fishing. I know I said I don't like waiting in games, but I like fishing because you get random loot. I'm very superficial when it comes to certain game mechanics. Come on. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I'm gonna be so for real. I pressed mouse 1 and then I pressed mouse 2 and different things happened. Is there a help? Is there a please help me button? Can I have a please help me? Miscellaneous? No. Cheats? I don't. Stamina? Stamina? Stamina for what? Is there with trinket? Yeah, because I don't think I'm sprinting, am I? No. There's no way I'm sprinting. There's a trinket I need to get. There's trinkets in this game. Trinkets. Something about this being green it makes it scarier to me. So I'm gonna... The evil deer. I want a skeleton painting that I can paint green. Make it green, this skeleton.
Hello everybody. I was just playing this new game called Allumeria for the first time, and it's any party that's a little spooked out by this game. Something happened on my game, this is quite spooky, and I think there might be a ghost or a gremlin or a ghoul or duende that is trying to hurt me in this game. Does anybody know what...
Hey!
Yes?
Yeah, you guys listening? Yeah, I just took my son off the computer. He's really scared. This isn't some kind of joke. This is real spooky stuff happening in Allumeria. This is an evil game. Remove it from every computer. There's a ghost in Allumeria. Does anybody know what's happening in my son's game? He just wants to play his game.
I want to sign off here. I like this game a lot. This has been really fun. I want to play more of it. I want to make more videos about this game.